Now I'm gonna take a measurement for my trim, and I'm just gonna be careful when I measure this. I don't wanna make it too long. What can happen, especially if your J-channel's a little messed up like this, you might put the tape right here and push it, and then you're gonna have a big gap right here. So what I would rather do is make it tight to the door, and then if I had to, whether I replace this J-channel or not, then I can push it tight there, and I can even put a nail in it from over here into the trim so that it's nice and tight over here. So I'm just gonna keep that in mind when I'm measuring. In fact, I'll just hook on here, bring my tape down to the other side, and same thing, just be careful over here. I got 70 and 3/4, a little strong. And then I want the height or the width of this board. So I'm gonna hold it like this. I want it to be pretty tight. 7 3/4. I'll check it in a couple spots. That's more like 7 and almost 7.5. Yeah, 7 3/8. I measured this in those spots twice. Remember, measure twice, cut once. And it goes from 7 5/8 down to 7 3/8 over here. So that's a 1/4 inch of a difference. Not a huge difference, but you're gonna have a gap somewhere and it's gonna be uneven, and if you see it, it's gonna bother you at least. So what I'm gonna do, because I want it to be tight, I'm gonna rip it by hand from 7 3/8 to 7 5/8. The alternative is to rip it at the smallest measurement, 7 3/8, and just hold it up tight and have a gap at the bottom. But I don't want that. Let's make it nice. So of course, I did just buy a bigger chop saw or miter saw, and I just brought this one because I thought I was using 1x8 stock. 1x8 stock is 7 1/4, and we need 7 3/8 to 7 5/8. I could just do 7 1/4 and put it in there and have a gap, but this is what I want to do, so I'll make it work. First thing I'm going to do is kind of hack this to length. I'll cut it at 72, and then it'll be more manageable. But it's not going to go through all the way, so I got to do something a little tricky. That's what I mean by hacking it up. So I'm going to go a little further in because I'm going to end up cutting this like here. So about 1 inch in, and I will mark my 7 3/8 right here. And I just want to make sure that this is the good side. And I'm going to put the rip towards the bottom. And then I'll hold this in a little bit and mark my 7 5/8. Then I'll take something that's nice and straight, line up those marks. And because PVC trim is so floppy, I put a couple clamps here to help mark my line. So now I have this on my mark, and I can just mark this. Now this is something that's generally not recommended to do with a table saw, but I'm gonna rip this without a fence and rip it by hand, just following this line. And I'm gonna go a little past the line because it may not be a perfect cut. So afterwards I can sand it. If I take off more material, it'll still be the measurement that I took. Hopefully. Another thing to know about PVC is it makes a mess. Now I'm just gonna clean up that cut. A belt sander would be preferable, but I have a random orbital, so I just gotta be careful. As I sand it, I'm just gonna follow that line and just make it nice and tight to that line and try and get this to be nice and straight. And now I can square one end. Take a measurement and mark it. 70 3/4, a little strong, which is basically an extra 1/16. In case you were wondering, I like to say a little strong. Before I put this in, if this channel wasn't here and it wasn't solid, let's say it was a front door and there was a gap here, what I would do is run a bead of silicone this whole way, just to prevent water from getting in there. I could down here, because I don't love this, I could do silicone right here, but then you run the risk of trapping water in here. So it hasn't rotted anything away here yet, so I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And on the sides, you could do silicone as well, but again, I want water to escape, and they have a nice overhang now, and this should be fine. You could also silicone these holes if you were super concerned with it, but I am not. I also said that this cut I wanted towards the decking. It would probably be better hidden up top here, but that's okay. Hopefully I did a good job. And to get this in, I'm gonna just lean it like this. I'm gonna put the top tight first, but I wanna make sure that these ends are good. So that's too far over. I'm also not in love with this little tab right here, but I don't wanna cut it and mess up the door, so I'll just hold it even with that. Check the other side, make sure that's good. That side looks good there. So I'm just gonna push it tight, and that's what you want. And then I can start pushing it in. I'm gonna just start it by hand. If I need a hammer, I will use one. I just wanna be careful. Now I'm gonna use a nice smooth block. This is a cut off of the PVC. And just lightly tap this in. I'm gonna go nice and even. You don't wanna go too much in one spot. If it's too tight, you're gonna have to take it out and trim it. I think this is gonna go. And then you just wanna make sure it's tight at the top, which it does look like. So we're good.